The amount of gun violence in Chattanooga in 2021 is staggering. Shootings have increased every year since 2018.
Yeah, possibility of more shooting increases with each passing day, and we still have a couple of weeks left in this year. News 12's Scott Koral joins us now live in the studio to look inside those numbers.
The number of the day is 164. That's the number of shootings Chattanooga has seen in calendar year 2021. It also ties the high number set back in 2016. Chattanooga isn't Milwaukee or Chicago, but the uptick in shootings gave 247wallstreet.com enough of a reason to call Chattanooga the 43rd most dangerous city in America.
Chattanooga has a violence problem at this point, and I think it does stem many times from the economics of it.
Poverty, no opportunities, selfishness, hate, jealousy. It's so many levels, you know.
Addressing those levels so far hasn't produced much in the way of results. At radio station WGOW, program director Kevin West has a running tally on a whiteboard in his studio. He sees part of the issue being that Mayor Tim Kelly is looking for a police chief.
An organization needs a leader to set the tone for the organization and to put strategic plans in place that the organization can then carry out. So it's going to have to help, I would think, to finally have a police chief at the head of the department.
A lot of the things that we were doing to try to help curb the violence, we weren't able to do during the pandemic. And I think we're starting to see some results of us not being able to implement many of the programs that we had in place.
Programs can address some things, but Byrd says they don't address what goes on in the minds of those committing the violence.
In a lot of our communities, we carry what's called a long-term grievance. And with that grievance, we're in a constant state of against. I'm against you for something. You've done something to my family. You've done something to me. And so those things just go on for generations and generations.
Mayor Kelly says there are two Chattanoogas, one separated by economics, culture, and other factors. City leaders say it's time to fix it sooner rather than later.
Until we really address the issue of two Chattanoogas, then we'll continue to see much of the same that we're seeing.
Be the change you want to see. If you're tired of violence, don't create violence. If you're tired of hatred, create love. And so I think that's a part we all got to work on. And if we start to do it through news channels like yourself, and then we see other people doing it, then that's when things will change.
Mayor Kelly says he expects a police chief to be in place by the end of February of 2022. Until then, Chattanooga has to rely on its citizens to stop the violence. Reporting from the studio, Scott Koral, 12 News Now.